Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'll be talking to you guys about the Ersu Catania scholarship. So the scholarship is actually open as I speak to you now. So let's get right into it. Who can apply? Bachelor's degree programs, master's degree programs, single cycle master's degree programs, PhD students, specialization programs, and also students going for higher education, higher artistic education, and musical education courses. Okay, provided they have acquired a high school diploma. General scholarship benefits: you'll be getting stipends, accommodation, daily meals, international mobility, and the possibility of reduction of tuition. Let us look at the economic requirements. For Ersu Catania, international students whose family make income and has properties abroad must present the ISEE by contacting the university's affiliated CAF office. The calculation will be done based on the nation in which the incomes were produced. The documents required to calculate include the family composition document, family income documents, family properties and movable assets. All other supporting documents as well are needed. Okay, and this document needs to come from competent authorities in your home country. So to know, you have to contact the CAF to be able to actually know, okay, all the details that they need, the specifics, where it should come from and everything. Okay, then let's look at this document. Must then be translated into Italian and legalized if required. International students are also obliged to declare income and assets possibly owned in Italy by his family unit. Okay, so please, you will need to contact the CAF to be able to know which authorities that you are specifically supposed to get this document from. And then one thing you can always know is you can always go to the foreign ministry, okay, foreign affairs ministry in your home country, wherever you're coming from in Africa, to ask about the details of this document. Okay, you can ask them where do you need to go to for, because they have relations with the embassies and with these countries, okay, with Italy I mean. So you can always ask them information about this, and they are the best people to tell you. Let us talk about the merit requirement. For first year students of all programs, the merit requirement will be assessed ex post. That is, as at the time of the disbursement of the balance of the scholarship. Okay, I'm going to explain more to you guys later on in the payment of the scholarship. But then, yeah, that's what you should know. At the initial stage, while you're applying, they're going to consider only economic. But then, after the an amount of the scholarship has been paid, for the rest to be paid, they are going to consider your merit. Okay, now let us look at the second merit requirement. For students enrolled in for first year of specialization and research doctorate programs, the merit requirement is that provided for by the respective teaching regulations. Okay, then the third merit requirement is for students enrolled in subsequent years. At the time of submitting the application, because you have to renew the application each and every year, they will have to be in possession of the minimum number of credits by 10th of August 2024. Now let us look at the ISEE cap for this year. So for this year's application, your ISEE needs to be the cap. The maximum ISEE that is accepted is that of 24,335.11 euros, 11 euros basically, and that of the assets and properties equivalent, it should be that of 57,187.53 euros. Let us look at the scholarship amount. Okay, so like students are categorized under fuori sede, pendolari, and that of studente in sede. Okay, so you guys, international students, fall under studente fuori sede. Okay, so the amounts to be given to fuori sede is that of 7,015.97 euros. And for other students that live outside the city, they are going to be given 4,100.05 euros, and then those who live within the city, they are going to be given 2,827.64. Now let us look at the exact amount based on the student's ISEE. Okay, so an ISEE of 50% of the limit, okay, which is like that of 12,167.55 euros. That person is going to get 15% increment in the amount. So the person will be getting 8,068.36 euros. Okay, that's for the said. So that's for international students. This is the amount you'll be getting. And this is for commuter students. Okay, so this is the amount they'll be getting, and those living within the city will also be getting this. And then students who present an ISEE of 50% and that of 2/3 of the limit, the maximum limit, which is if they present an ISEE between 12,167.56 euros to that of 16,223.41 euros, they are going to get 100% of the amount, which is 7,015.97 euros, and the others will be getting this. Okay, then let us talk about students with an ISEE above like 2/3 of the limit. Okay, so that means they're presenting an ISEE of 16,223.42 to that of 24,335.11. okay, they'll be getting, like, the amount will be gradually reduced to a minimum of 3,507.998 euros. Okay, so that's what you should take note of. The others will be getting this amount. Now let us talk about reductions and increment. There are instances where the amount will be increased, the amount will be reduced, and all of that. So there's going to be 15% increment, okay, just like you guys saw, for those who present like an ISEE like less or equal to half of the established ISEE cap for this year. And then there's going to be 40% increment for students with disability, okay, who have a disability equal or above 66%. And then there's going to be an increment of 20% for, students, female students enrolled in STEM programs. Okay, there's going to be an increment of 20% for students enrolled like simultaneously in 2 courses. Okay, and these are the instances as well of reductions. Okay, so students who do not make the needed credits by the time that they're supposed to make, which is around August, okay, 10th of August 2025, there's going to be like 50% reduction, and all the other instances that have also been stated here. Okay, let us talk about payments of the scholarship. Okay, so the first 50% installment will be paid by 31st of December 2024, and then the second installment will be paid by 10th of August 2025, only if the student acquires the needed credits. An example, for master students, 15 university credits must be achieved by 10th August 2025, and then a minimum of 20 training credits by 30th of November 2025. Okay, let us talk about grounds for exclusion. So if the students already have a qualification at the same level or higher than the newly enrolled course of study for which they require the benefit, they are going to be excluded. If the student do not meet the merit and economic requirements set out in their core, they're going to be excluded. If the student is enrolled in a part-time program or single courses, if the student is already in possession of another scholarship in the same academic year. Grounds for revocation: if the student is not regularly enrolled in the 2024-2025 academic year, if the student transfers to a different university, if the student's family has assets and income above the stipulated cap for this year, if the students do not achieve the necessary credits, and then if the student makes force declaration. Let us look at the deadlines. Okay, so the call was published on 17th of June. Okay, and then as at 18th of June, the portal was open for that of the transmission of the online application. Okay, by 10th of August 2024 for 2 p.m. the completion, the online application is going to come to an end. Okay, so by that of 6th September 2024, there's going to be publication of the list of scholarships and housing services participants. And then by that of from 7th September to that of 17th September is going to be the period for online submission of the rectification or integration from data, in the request, the previous request. So they are going to open the portal for needed corrections to actually be made. And then by that of 25th of September, there's going to be the publication of rankings for first years and years following, for that of the housing services. And then by 31st of October 2024, the publication of rankings for that of the scholarships is going to be out. Then by that of 2 p.m. of 25th of November, deadlines for regularization of the request for the participation in the competition. So you have to upload your identity document limited to those who log in with the username and password credentials, and any additional documentation, that of the equalized ISEE residence permit receipt certifying the request of request or issue of the residence permit from 1st December to that of 31st December 2024. The online submission of rental declaration, if you want to be considered as an international student or 40 SEDE, you need to be able to do this. You need to be able to do that. You need to be able to upload the rental declaration. Then by December 2024, the publication with the designation of the scholarship recipients is going to be out. And by that of 21st April 2025, the publication of the scholarship rankings for years following the first year is going to be out. This is the end of the video for the Ersu Catania scholarship. I will be making a video on how to apply on the portal. But then that is it for this video. If you found value in the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.